think we can all agree that we don't often see female metal vocalists coming into the modern metal scene and really making a lot of noise. But then came Courtney LaPlante from Spiritbox. She's been one of the most recognizable voices and most talked about voices actually for a couple of years now. The band writes absolutely crazy cool songs. She has a powerful voice, amazing artist. She definitely deserves the attention that she gets. And then recently, seemingly out of nowhere, came this new mysterious woman called Maphra. Now, Maphra has done a variety of covers recently, the last year, and one of the covers was actually a Spiritbox song, which she absolutely crushed. And I thought to myself, hey, why not do something fun? Why not do a little comparison video, comparing what each of these artists bring to the table? Now, quick disclaimer, this is just for fun. Okay, obviously, the majority of credits should go to Courtney. She is the original artist. Spiritbox are the ones that wrote the song. That speaks volumes. First of all, let's give credit to the main artist, the original one, Courtney LaPlante, and we're gonna start off with her. Let's get into it.
Cut down the altar!
I'm gonna do the intro first because I feel like that part is actually, I want to see what Maphra does there compared to her. So let's just quickly go back. I just want to just that scream quickly. So
Cut down the altar!
very, I can see she uses the techniques of what you would use if you do like those kind of low screams. If there's like a metalhead screamer in the chat when I was watching this video, maybe give me what you think this exact technique is called. Kind of like a false chord, low false chord scream. The technique is there. Definitely sounds good. Let's see what Maphra brings to the equation.
Cut down the altar!
That's interesting. That's actually cool. They definitely do something different. I would say that Courtney has the more traditional technique with the lows, where Maphra's one sounds a little bit more intense. It's kind of like she's actually screaming a little bit in there while still doing some of the techniques. I can't really give a winner there. I don't know if I can. I like both. Both have something different there. I can't give a winner. So if I have to rate the first round intro scream, has to go 1-1. I can't. It's too early. Let's get into the verse.
Visionaire and deepest fake. Dirty gold, the colors change. Hands are frozen, feel no pain. I just wanna hold the flame. Negative feedback loop, I'm spinning out of control. The sickly sweetness is crushing me, but I wanna know if there's no heat when I escalate. The fire is cold, there you go. This could all be yours.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to play Maphra to compare that one, but I have some commentary that I would like to make.
Visionary and deepest fake. Dirty gold, the colors change. Hands are frozen, feel no pain. I just wanna hold the flame. Negative feedback loop, I'm spinning out of control. This sickly sweetness is crushing me, but I wanna know if there's no heat when I escalate. The fire is cold, there you go. This could all be yours.
Interesting. Right. Okay. I do think Maphra's one might have more production involved. It feels like Courtney went for a more natural feel to it. Now, I'm not automatically choosing someone or not choosing the other one. Let me just work through my response quickly. So with Courtney, definitely she has a bright voice, airy voice. It's not that loud. You can kind of feel it's much more naturally sounding, I would say. So I'm just speaking about production wise. So if you compare it to Maphra, where she definitely has like reverb and all of that, which does add to the song and make it a little bit more bigger, more cinematic. But Maphra though, beautiful voice, hey. You can't ignore that. She really has a beautiful way to sing the notes. She makes it very interesting. Who fits it better? That is difficult to say yet, because sometimes a song does not demand for it to be. You don't have to show off your skill the whole time. Sometimes it's needed to kind of have like a flat tone. I can't really say yet, but I am gonna be honest, and I will give this one to Maphra. Yeah, I think so. Now let's switch back, and it is now time for the chorus, which is gonna be round number 2. Let's see what happens.
Feel the weight of a murder. It could all be yours if you echo birds of prey. Treat it good down the altar. It could all be yours. But just circled in the flame.
You see, I do like what she does. Like, it is different than Maphra, of course it is, and I can only imagine what Maphra's going to do next, but it does fit the song. And I do like the little things she does. She does add, I mean, it's her voice originally, so of course, but I do like it. I think it is good. I mean, obviously it's good because it is. The song did really good and she can sing. But I do understand. But let's just see what this woman's going to do.
Feel the weight of a murder. It could all be yours if you echo birds of prey. Try to cut down the altar. It could all be yours, but just circling in the flame.
Ah, man. Yeah, I love what Maphra did there as well. She opens her mouth a lot more, I would say. So she uses more range. It's gonna suck to admit, but I do think Maphra, I enjoy it a little bit more. It's more interesting. Though I can understand why Courtney's one is more true to what the song is supposed to do, but Maphra's one is just interesting. Like, it's a little bit more interesting. Sorry, I'm just being honest. I feel so judgmental doing these things. Again, credits to the band and amazing song. It's just, this is my opinion and I'm just having fun. Let's do verse number 2.
Nothing sacred, nothing lost. When birds of prey invade my thoughts, they promise I won't feel the pain. Not strong enough to hold the flame. Negative feedback loop, I'm spinning out of control. The sickly sweetness is crushing me, but I wanna know if there's no heat when I escalate. The fire is cold, there I go. This could all be yours. Feel the weight of a murder. It could all be yours.
Beautiful.
If you echo words of prey, treat it good down the altar. It could all be yours, but just circled in the flame.
Right, I'm just gonna say it again. Like, I do think her voice might suit the song better. I have to give that to her. Like, even though Maphra does very impressive stuff, which is cool, and I love it, and it's more interesting. But I do understand why she's singing it the way that she does. Again, she does. It feels a little bit more natural. There's not too many effects added, and yeah, her voice suits the song very well. I mean, duh. That's kind of what you would assume, but just putting emphasis on it, it does. But let's see what Maphra does. I'm gonna play the verse and the chorus. Let's see what she does.
sacred, nothing lost. When birds of prey invade my thoughts, they promise that we'll feel that pain. Not strong enough to hold the flame. Negative feedback loop, I'm spinning out of control. This sickly sweetness is crushing me, but I wanna know if there's no heat when I escalate the fire is gone.
Beautiful voice, man.
This could all be
So beautiful.
yours. Feel the weight of the moment. It could all be yours if you echo birds of prey. Try to cut down the altar. It could all be yours, but you're circling the flame.
Jeez. Why? I don't know why I decided to do this. It's very difficult, man. It's difficult when you put these artists against each other, because they do both have similar things and then some things that are just completely different, and I just think it's just subjective, and it just depends on what you like. I like more harsh vocals. So I like what Maphra did, or what she does in the chorus, where she does add like that fry, which Courtney does not do. I like it. I like the big sound that Maphra has. It's interesting. But I will still say this. I do still think Courtney's voice and her techniques might suit the song better. The song might not call for all of the extra stuff. I do like the extra stuff. But if I'm being very honest, I think Courtney's and the band did a great job of figuring out exactly how to make the song sound good and almost as if it should be. Like it should be like that. Who wins this one for me? It's almost a tie, man. Courtney gets it for me for just fitting the song a little bit better, being true to what it's meant, and then Maphra just surprises me and it's a bit more interesting, so I'm going to give it to both of them. They both deserve points there. And now it is time for the climax of the song. This is like the build-up. This is the intense part, and this is this is going to be interesting to see who does what and how. Let's see. I love what she does there. That is so cool. Where she kind of goes up and while she's screaming. I don't know what that is called, but that sounds so cool.
I climb the altar and I climb my voices good.
Okay. Like that move. Okay, cool. Yeah, Courtney definitely has that, like the low scream technique, like nailed down. She definitely knows how to use it. Yeah, it's cool. She does a good job of separating. I don't know if it's intentionally, but I'm just picking it up. Is that it sounds like her screaming and her singing kind of sounds like two different people. You know what I mean? If you close your eyes, you listen to her scream and then sing, kind of sounds like two different people. Great techniques. And I think that's probably important for someone like her that's like doing touring and stuff like that, or someone that's been making music for such a long time and using screams. And, if you perform live and because that's like, that can be very exhausting. Like you want to be able to nail the techniques. Otherwise it's going to hurt your voice. And this looks like someone that has learned how to properly use the techniques. Good stuff. Now let's see what Maphra's gonna give to us. I know what she's gonna give to us, but anyways, let's see what Maphra's gonna give us.
With all the power of a dying sun,
Jeez.
I climb the altar and I claim my place as God. Circle with me.
Whoa. Yeah, again, her scream is much different than Courtney's. I don't know if this is wrong to use it like this term, but it's almost like it's belting mixed with folk, like false chord and some fry. I don't know what you would call this, but there's definitely more intensity. Like it's louder. Whereas with Courtney, I think, and it's interesting with a lot of these screams, you would think that they are extremely loud, but they are not. They just sound loud because they're recording on a microphone. And you just bump up the gain and, all of that. But generally, they're not that loud. This does sound loud. This kind of feels like she's actually screaming a little bit while she's singing, which gives this kind of intense sound. Yeah.
Circle with me. This could all be yours. Feel the weight of a mighty. It could all be yours if you echo birds of prey. Try to cut down the outer.
Love it.
It could all be yours, but you're circling the flame. Feel the weight of a mighty. A traitor watching me as birds of prey never falter. This could all be yours. This could all be yours. Circle with me.
Boom. That was cool. Who will I give the outro to? What am I judging this on? Who did the technical better job, or who made me feel slightly more interested in the song? Because there's a difference. I appreciate Courtney's techniques. It feels like it's someone that's trained, and I would say it is almost authentic to the sound of what you would imagine from like screaming, mixing screaming and singing. So I would give her points for that. But I will say that I love just the approach that Maphra took there. She did add even more intensity, slightly more flavor to it, which I like a lot. And I think people will agree with me. Listen, at the end of the day, you have to give credits to Courtney. If I'm putting these two people next to each other, who won this one, again, points to both. Which mean, if my math is correct, that I think Maphra won technically by points. Yes, Maphra has a very interesting voice, and the things that she added to the song objectively made it more interesting, and I think it's so nice to hear that. But I can also see how people might prefer Courtney's voice, because she does have a distinctive voice. I just personally like Maphra's voice a little bit more. I like the range that she has and what she does, the way she sings sometimes. It's very interesting. But then again, I'm going to say this again, and I have to be very fair. What we are seeing here might not be the true representation of how they would sound live. I do think Courtney's one is slightly less produced. I think it's more raw, where I think with Maphra you do find more like added reverbs and stuff like that, maybe the EQ, maybe even layering, which kind of makes me feel that technically you should actually compare this version of Maphra's song, or this cover, to the original song, the audio of the original song, not Courtney actually singing the song live. I think that would give you a better indication. Who do I enjoy most would be Maphra. But, can I be honest? I don't know. Can I be honest? Who do I think is the winner, man? You know what? Everyone's a winner. They both win. I like Maphra more. I like what she did. I enjoyed her version a little bit more, if I'm being honest. I just like her voice a lot. I'm not gonna give you a winner. You decide for yourself. I can't. I wanna say Maphra, but I also wanna say Courtney. So read between the lines, and you will know who's the winner. Anyways, this was a fun one, and again, sorry, this is This is all fun and games. Let me know though, what do you think? What do you think of both of these artists? Who do you think is the winner? And be honest. Let me know down below. Be very honest. Who do you think is the winner? And why do you think that is? Or if you don't want to be competitive, just tell me what you like about the artist. Tell me what you like about Courtney. Tell me what you like about Maphra. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you hopefully in the next one, and take care. Cheers.